Okay. Yeah, PS1 try time. We've got SD Gundam Generation-0. I'm going to be totally honest. I am getting sick of Gundam games already. And we probably have like 15 more to play over the course of this project. This one's, I think it's a tactics game. I don't know. There might be sound issues. Let's just play it. Allegedly, Cole's gonna be with us on voice. I think he's playing some Hearthstone at the moment.
Big Gundam. Big Bang Project.
See if he pops in here. So I'm gonna pretend that instead of being a Gundam game, that this is a Gungan game. And every one of these Gungans is either Jar Jar or Boss Nass. It's kind of look like Gungans actually there. Maybe this will just be a movie. I'll just get a fucking... not even riff on it. Just criticize it grumpily. My generation. Wow, that was a bad looking splash. Oh, hello, Cole. Hello. I'm not sure if you're getting picked up on the stream yet. I think I fixed it, so you should be. But the game itself is pretty loud right now. I can hear you, but looking at the meters on an OBS Studio, I don't know if when you talk, if it's changing them or not. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that I couldn't hear you, but yeah, you should be getting picked up, almost for sure. Let me actually, shit, I don't have Twitch chat open. Yeah.
I mean, I can just listen.
You are. I'm seeing audio output capture go up now when you talk. I just hope that it's also louder than the game, which it should be. Oh, voice acting. I haven't pressed anything yet. Oh. And I still can't.
What is this? Oh, this is an SD.
Yeah, I don't know how that's any different from any other letters that you can put before or after Gungan.
So SD is for super form, right? And so it's like they are like they're this is why their proportions are like that. And then in these animes, there was a bunch of them, and I've never really watched them, but like in general, I think with the SD Gundam stuff, the Gundams are like more alive and like their own characters. You know, it's not really about like the robots in them. But this one, there's robots in the bottom, so I don't really know. I know there's like one that's like feudal Japan, but with Gundams, and in that one there's no pilots. But like I don't, yeah, I've never watched any SD Gundam.
In the feudal Japan one, do they still have like missiles and guns and stuff, or is it all swords and shuriken?
I've seen like 2 minutes of it, and nobody fought, and they did have guns, like they were holding swords, but I didn't.
Well, I mean, even Voltron has a sword. Voltron's not a Gungan, but
Well, but no, like they had him like at their side, like like a samurai would. It wasn't sort of like the beam sword that fucking guns.
sure. Also, all this mess right now is unskippable.
There's a 3-mana card. It's got an echo, and it's deal 10 damage to a minion and any excess damage to the hero.
I have that card in my current run right now, and I'm hoping to rediscover it a lot and keep casting it on my own dudes if I have to.
Yeah, and there's another treasure that gets you cheaper spells that don't start in your deck, or echo copies. Cards that don't start in your deck for like that.
Yeah, with that card, yeah.
3 and then 2.
I saw that and I haven't picked it, and I wonder if that counts for like discovered copies of cards that you did have in your deck from Tessa's Hero Power.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it counts. I'm sure. Hell, I don't know about echo cards, but hell, for those. Yeah, no, like definitely use it on that. Like that's what I imagine the whole point is.
Yeah.
Like the sticky fingers one. It's like it's all about.
Yeah. So I think we're learning right now. All the mechs are having their introduction. Their little pilots. It's like Black Joker or something. It's piloted by Alugo G. He's got Bola, it looks like, as his weapon. It's a weird weapon for a Gundam to have.
There's a lot of.
And the zombie trooper guy is underwater with a trident, so.
Yeah, no, like in the grand totality of Gundam properties, they are all over the place. Like you wouldn't believe it, but there's a Gundam that's racist against Mexicans.
Like the portrayal is like a racist caricature, or the Gundam itself has a dislike for Mexicans.
The Gundam is like dressed up, and it's not like super like a sombrero and like it's just like this more stereotypical than racist. Just sort of like this giant robot. But it's because they're like all international,
Sure.
so they're all stereotypes. Like,
Frankly, I'd believe it then if there was like maybe a Brazilian Gundam who did have prejudice against Mexicans itself. This is a vast universe I know very little about, and having played 4 or 5 different Gundam games, still haven't learned much. I all have model numbers and statistics. I mean, I played a game that wasn't a game, it was just like a Gundam encyclopedia. This is like a dinosaur Gundam.
Yeah, I ultimately don't. But I do know there are a lot of video games that are, well, often just big robot crossovers.
Alright. So I was personally a little bit, when this video is getting loud, having trouble hearing you over it. So I turned EPSXE down, and I hope it's not too quiet. But I can hear you now. And I also hope that I'm just gonna actually start getting the second disc for this ready, just in case this first disc is entirely introduction, because it's still just going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Setting up the plot. Look, dinosaur got stabbed. I wonder if this is like a recap of the last.
Although with the name G Generation 0, it sounds like it might be the first G Generation game. Or if it's a prequel, what's it setting up? This is everything that's going to happen to these guys in later games?
Oh, no, I mean, it still has some absurd setup. I don't know, like, yeah, and sure, right? Like, it's still technically the fourth game. It's like letting you know who these people are and what the stakes are.
Yeah.
And then it's a flashback. Why not? I do know this guy. Gundam Wing was one of the only Gundam I watched. I also watched a fair amount of the very first Gundam.
How many of these like actually made it to America? They had like a Funimation dub or something.
Like a bunch of made it. I don't know, like over a dozen series for sure. Tons of stuff. I don't know, like I mean, at this point, a lot of stuff gets brought over,
I mean, sure, but at this point, Gundam, it's an old franchise. It's like what, from the 80s originally, 70s.
Originally, yeah, it's like 7.
Although I imagine they are still making, because why not? It's easy. People like big robots.
I'm sure some people are doing good work in the field of Gundam. I don't know. I don't really get into the big robot anime.
What about the big robot live action?
No, like
Yeah, that was my one example. I
I do not like the sequel.
I
I have not seen the sequel. I'm open to the idea, but like in general, I find big robots to be sort of boring.
I am very much the same way.
Often in anime, pilots are annoying. A lot of annoying pilots. I have watched all of Evangelion, so I've watched, and some Big O.
I watched a few episodes of Big O when I just, it was Adult Swim, and then it turned into 3:30 in the morning, and I'm not going to change the channel or go to bed, so I may as well.
Yeah, I think I've seen like one episode. Trying to think what else. I've seen like one episode of Gurren Lagann.
I don't really care for mechas, and frankly, I'm not really sold on kaiju even.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched a lot of Power Rangers back then. I think I'm more into that. Like, yeah, I think camping.
Yeah,
Camping.
I loved Power Rangers as a kid.
Gundam takes itself.
I used to fantasize about like putties invading my school, and I'd have to beat them up. Watching Power Rangers was my fucking impetus for my like month of karate lessons I took as a kid. But they wanted more discipline than I was prepared to give them in that dojo. And it was a very small amount of discipline, I'm sure, but
God damn this
you
game. Maybe you're just not like. Maybe you're plugged into for what, 2 hours? Press more buttons.
no. I did press a bunch of buttons. I kind of feel like I should have actually watched it all, because I've watched all of every other thing, but God knows how long that could have gone on.
It's like me. It's just like different
Yeah.
robots.
Yeah, situation mode, campaign mode, battle match mode, and option. Profile mode. In options. Oh wait, is this... Yeah, it's going to be another just a bunch of information. Yeah, and I don't have a lot of information unlocked on people yet. Theater mode.
Manhunter Ivan's hero power doesn't play secrets, so you can't get him with tests of hero power. Just so you know. Thought I was be able to figure out a way to play it, so I just got a lot.
Okay, well, if this game isn't the most obnoxious thing, maybe we'll open up disc 2 and go into theater mode. But probably not. We already watched a whole lot of Gundam anime previews in the last thing we did. Series ending. Oh my god. There's a lot of so series ending. It's like what, like you figure out how Gundam Sentinel ends if you, I mean,
Just like anime.
I think so. None of them were an option. Battle match mode, I'm gonna guess, is 2 players. I don't know whether situation mode or campaign mode is the campaign. I feel like that's probably the top one, actually, but we'll see. We'll see how these tactics go. Actually, I did see an FAQ for this. I didn't read it in depth, but it seems deeper than a lot of the other tactical games we've played. Kind of like shogi in a way. If you defeat enemy Gundams in a certain way or something, you can take their suits and like I just then like add them to your team. I don't know if like if for that fight only, or if after that fight, or both.
Exciting.
Bunch of big ROMs. They filled these discs up probably with all this anime and voice acting. We're in space.
Gundams are always in space.
You're in space, but fighting in a totally flat grid. We're also not fighting yet. We're getting worked by these red guys. Or we're working these blue guys? I don't know. These guys have a lot of tint on their visors, so I'm guessing that means they're bad. Mobile Suit Gundam. Stage 1. This guy's got a big scar on his chin. I think these red guys are bad. We got Lami La Luna. Or it's Lanimi La Luna. 3 ton something. He's telling me I only have 3 ships. Against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ships. Seem like impossible odds. HP, EN, MP. Oh, cool. It's all just kanji. I can't even try to figure out. Okay, well, there's my movement. Does it look like...
I don't know what part of this being a cartoon for kids is doing anything.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Alright, so these are my range of attacks. So I have something that can do 4. I think I can get this guy to do an attack this turn. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so he can't do anything this turn. Just move him over here. Oh, see other ships that he can deploy from his main ship? Interesting. So this is like a mothership or something then. Let's be conservative with our movement. Battle anime on. Pass. Phase change. Command select. The left one. Animation on. Let's look at the animations. Shin Matsunaga. I did damage to him. His missiles missed me and are now in orbit around the Earth forever. Alright, what does the other command do? Principality of Zeon. almost something. Tension down. I guess when I'm attacked, I can respond with my own attack. If they're in range. Man, why can't I just play Advance Wars? I know how to play that game. That game's got its own fun, dumb stories. One of the ones for the DS really got into its story a little bit more, but
I only really played the first one.
by the first one, do you mean like the Game Boy Advance one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yep.
I have played Famicom Wars.
Yeah, no, I liked Advance Wars so much. I tried playing some Fire Emblem game, thinking they'd be the same thing, but they weren't.
I don't know. I do that too. They're pretty similar. They're like the same people. They're both like, you know, intelligent systems like take on. One's military and the other one's like more RPG, but they both kind of have the same. I don't know. Especially if you turn off like the battle animations, both of the games like move at a pretty good clip. You know, you're just like moving your dudes on the arrows and stuff happens.
Something about Fire Emblem just felt harder, felt different. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get it. It wasn't clicking with me. Maybe it's because I think I was playing. I was trying to play in Japanese.
It's sort of harder in that, like, you know, there's characters, and if they
Mhm.
die, they die. So it's the kind of game where, you know, you just kind of save
Yeah.
and reload a lot, because you don't want to ever lose anybody. Because it's not like XCOM where you can generate.
Yeah. Or Advance Wars where you can just buy them in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, something, you know, certainly with Advance Wars you expect to lose people. You could sit, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Fire Emblem is maybe harder, but Advance Wars has got reasonably tough in spots.
Uh-oh. Tension just went up. I lost a guy.
Whoa.
Oh, I see. Like 3 to 4, there's some guys who are actually out of my range to attack. This is all taking a while, so I'm turning off animations.
Yeah.
Except for when I use my main guys. I'll watch my main guys' animations. With these Corvettes that they launched from the mothership, I'm assuming I can just... are disposable. I knocked him out. Yoshiyata! Tension up, bonus step down. Or, oh, maybe he gained a bonus step. Oh, Juice, do you know anything about Gundams? Because I don't. In fact, I started today calling them all Gungans. But they're not Gungans. Okay, it gives you the option to save time by letting you skip the battle animations, but it asks you if you want to every time you attack. Remember anything except G Gundam? Well, this is SD Gundam G Generation. So I don't know if that's the same thing or not. Wasn't any politics in G Gundam. It was just Dragon Ball with mecha. Never watched much Dragon Ball either. The only anime I watched as a kid was Speed Racer. And that was
I never watched it.
I enjoyed. Yeah.
My dad watched Speed Racer.
Your dad could have watched Gundam.
Like-
I mean, Speed Racer predates it a little bit, but
It predates it by quite a bit. Like, my dad would have had to have been like 20 to watch Gundam when it came out.
yeah.
Like, my dad watched Speed Racer when he was a kid.
Yeah. So I also watched Gilligan's Island and Chips when I was a kid, and those were old then too. So
This is true. No, that's no denying that. I have seen the Gilligan's Island movie with the Harlem Globetrotters.
they really got around. Gilligan's Island, Scooby Doo.
A couple. I watched a ton of that Scooby Doo, like that era where it's like
Yeah.
the hour-long episodes. That would have
Don
celebrity
Knotts.
guests, like Batman and Robin, or
Yeah.
Don Knotts, or Phyllis Diller. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was great.
I'm trying to think if there's any sort of real precedent for that in like modern cartoons. Not really. I mean, you'll get like Cameron Esposito is voicing a cloud on this episode of Adventure Time, but she's a cloud lady, not Cameron Esposito. Even she's a cloud lady that looks like Cameron Esposito. And Sesame Street.
Yeah, I don't know. The old Scooby basically is. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like a sitcom. It's got a laugh track. It's like there's a lot of crappy Scooby Doo since then, but like the original's sort of good. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it, but
That's really it was a very sitcom. I mean, I think that was more of a thing then too. Or even back in like the Flintstones or something. It was like, you know what? Let's just make the Honeymooners, but it's a cartoon.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like during prime time, right? Like it was just weird.
They're rebooting Animaniacs.
I heard
Sure.
about
I mean,
that.
sure. Why not? Go for it.
I think the old Animaniacs is like secretly kind of terrible.
But haven't you seen the fingerprints joke?
Yeah, no, there's just like a lot of crap in there because it's like a variety of different cartoons. Some of them are bad. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just like a harsh truth, and it's like some of those like shorts were dumb. Like, there's some good stuff with the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain, and like there's just like, do you remember like the Good Pigeons? Pigeons or whatever is just like a Goodfellas parody, but like it's a cartoon for children. Like
Yeah.
I didn't get it as a kid, and like in retrospect, so dumb. Like what? Like they're
Yeah.
pigeons, but they're monsters.
Some of it might be. I mean, certainly, I think it can help develop children's knowledge of media tropes, things like that. Certainly, most people watching the Animaniacs haven't seen Goodfellas, but critical hit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just like done in such a way where it's not like funny and a Goodfellas reference. It's like the joke is that it's a Goodfellas reference, right? Like I feel like Simpsons does it great where it's like it's still a funny joke, but then like it's also a shot from it's like the classic Simpsons thing is like this is like a shot from a
Yeah.
Hitchcock movie, right? Like we recreated the shot in Psycho, so if you've seen Psycho, it's like it's a reference, but it's also still a joke, and it's still like I think I think shows can do that. I don't think the anime succeeded with a lot of it. I think it was just sort of like over kids' heads and not actually very good.
Yeah, and then if it's not good, it's more where was it maybe for the parents who are watching with it? But I don't think Animaniacs had as much of that as say like a Sesame Street would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It might be.
Sesame Street will, especially recently, like lean into its parodies and stuff. Like, there's 30 rocks. It's like, it's about counting and numbers like 30, but I think that's a Liz Lemon and that's a fucking Alec Baldwin Muppet.
Yeah, I feel like Sesame Street has always had stuff like that, like all sorts of celebrities make appearances.
There's one. Yeah, there's one that I rewatch myself every. Once every other month or so, where it's like, it's like a Bruce Springsteen parody. It's like it's a pretty good one. It's like, if Bruce Springsteen was going to sing about counting, that song would probably sound like this. Oh, nice. I can use my... It's just the right distance to do that 5 distance attack. We missed. Alright, is this guy exclusively a mothership, or does he have attacks? Okay, he does have attacks. He might be too far away to use any of them. So let's get him up in the mix. But safely behind everyone else. Oh, you can hear him faintly. Shoot, let's see if I can turn him up at all.
When did the sound go fuck?
And switching to OBS Studio might have been part of it. But no, I had to switch to OBS Studio because it didn't work at all in OBS at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I can hold down the X or O button while scrolling across the map to move faster. I'll try that. Fair warning, I have no idea what I'm doing in this game. Play random PlayStation games. The goal of playing all of them until I lose or die once. Oh, yeah, I've definitely, I can save if I stop for the night to keep playing. Yeah, I'm certainly not going to try to do something like beat Final Fantasy VIII in one sitting. Because I always start at midnight, usually when I get off work. And I want to be up all night for that. It was like 100 hours if I don't die. Oh no. Well, that might not be an issue. If this stuff keeps happening. I did beat Final Fantasy VIII. In German. Which made it a little more boring, but I wouldn't say any more difficult. No, I hope I didn't just choose not to attack that guy when I could have. The alert is telling me I'm moving out of the command range of my warship, so my accuracy in dodging is lower. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I knew something was up when I was launching these guys from other guys.
Guardian Angel
I do.
Chat, right? Just looking over you. Making sure you're Gundaming right.
Where was that? I was playing Boundary Gate. To tell me how to actually finish that shit. No,
Yeah.
I also keep choosing what I'm pretty sure is the, like, end turn and not the attack. Oh, alert. Well, can I undo that and move my gunship? Okay. Now the different colors make sense for it being, like... The blue or green helmeted pilots will become original characters you can name. But whatever I'm doing in running these guys right next to this dude and attacking him is not working out. He is one-hitting everybody. So I'm going to attack from range and hope that helps. Bonus step. Okay, I can't lose the starting stage in the anime. That colony is dropped on Earth, destroyed Australia. Good. There was some other, I don't think it was a Gundam game, but it was some other tactical game like this. Where, because it was in Japanese, and I didn't bother to take the time to really slow down and figure out all the kanji and translate it, some, like, main character died who wasn't supposed to. And I lost in the first one, but... Super Robot, it was a Super Robot Wars game. Oh, yeah, and there was a lady coming up, but I think she was saying, like, there were 3 turns left, there's 1 turn left. So, yeah, this first stage, I don't think it matters what happened, because, as was just said, goodbye, Australia. Yeah, English would help me a lot, if only just to keep me from making mistakes in the menu. Instead of having to just remember, like, oh, the third one down does this, and the second one down does this.
Alright,
Alright.
man, I'm going.
Thank you, Cole.
Have fun. It's a good
Yeah, holding R1 and all the face buttons seem to skip all this. Let me just get into the fighting. Oh, there's even like terrain stuff here, like if I'm in the asteroid field or nebula. Oh, there we go. Yeah, holding square. Okay. Hey, here's some English. Capture list. I guess you can probably capture other ships. My crew. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Why is this all in English? That's weird. That's my main base. I don't have any personal units to launch yet. Wait, I do like tactical games. I would just like it a lot more if it were more immediately obvious what I was doing. I love the Advance Wars series a lot in particular. What is a little mind-numbing to me is I have no real familiarity with the Gundam franchise at all. And so I'm sure for fans of it, these games are amazing. 'Cause it's like all their favorite Gundams, and they're fighting all their other favorite Gundams. But to me, this is all just a bunch of big robots making numbers happen. Lighter color plane is the leader and can do a combo attack with other units if they're within the aura. I will keep them together. Destroying a warship will make all the units it deployed surrender. That's not good. Maybe I might have had the alert thing pop up and I missed it. Oh, I think Adi and Nashi. I think some of these might be combo ones. But I can't do any of them yet, so. Occupation. I didn't know what would happen if I did a combat on that drone looking thing, but I wanted to try. Oh, those are colonies, you get extra money, so I want to go on those. I think it might be unwise to have everyone grouped up so tightly, but There's an animation. Holy cow. Oh, he just wrecked one of my warships, I think. I see white flags on some other guys. Now he's occupying colonies. Might be about to get worked here. Well, we'll at least probably get 3 more if we do lose here. I think we'll get like 4 or 5 more cool animations like that when they wipe out our warships. And I wasn't keeping track of if this guy has his own buddies in the aura for this combo attack or not, but that's not a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, 140 HP. Hey, stupid thing. Let's occupy this colony. Take that, Xeon. Thought I was going to dodge it all. Oh. Whoops. Sorry, Juice. I haven't set up my bot at all, but you posted a link and it wasn't allowed. You've been timed out for 5 seconds. So I'm going to not attack the ship, knowing now that he can just counter like that. Were you really posting a link to my own website? I feel like I should, I think that should be allowed. I will have to have a look at Nightbot in a second. Oh, you asked in chat about a list of the games I already played. I must have missed that at some point. Oh, yeah, I did miss it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've died in most of the games I've played. Generally, I've only ended up beating like adventure games where I can't lose. And a few like skateboarding games and Final Fantasy VIII. To my eternal shame, I lost in both Final Fantasy VII and 9. I lost in 9 embarrassingly early. I forgot that you can't let Dagger die in that first fight when she gets stuck by the plant because my games get picked randomly. And Final Fantasy IX I was playing in French. And so all the reminders that was like, oh, you know, don't let her die, heal her, they were in French. And I missed them. No. Yeah, things aren't looking good. Cool. Koitsun. Oh, damn it, too slow. I got him. Or no, he got me. Shit. Oh no, I got him. Cool. I'm gonna roll the dice again on attacking a big ship with a little ship and hope that their counterattack misses, but it has not been my luck so far. full tension, I'm guaranteed a critical if I hit. Just throwing all my little ships under the bus here. Their warships are just one-hitting my little guys every time. Which probably means I shouldn't be attacking into them like that. Should save my little guys for their little guys, so their little guys can't do chip damage to my guys. Hmm, 5,000 damage. Yes. But if I throw... Uh-oh, he ranked up, though. I hope I didn't heal him. It didn't. I think I just look at that guy. And a few more of these 5-range attacks. Animation's on for this one. Instead of the default to animation off. That might be in the options somewhere too. I don't know. I haven't really looked. It is a little obnoxious that it's asking me every time, though. This one should get him. Such long turns. Nice. Leveled up. Oh shit. Well, he leveled up and then he died. Oh, so that's how I capture them. I can capture them when they surrender. Okay. And capture my own units back. Also good to know. I will, Huh, I missed. Everyone missed. Okay. So I can capture one guy a turn. That makes sense. I'm fine with those guys being out of range. Oh, shit. Maybe that guy shouldn't be there. He doesn't have a ship-killing missile. Okay. It's a long. Oh, it's 1:30. And this is only the second fight of the game. Though we did spend like the first 15 minutes watching intro videos. He missed, and then he got blown up. No, not blown up. Almost blown up. Everyone's missing. Alright, let's see what they do. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2? It's Dynasty Warriors Gundam games? How could it be both things, Q-Bear? I'm getting there. Chipping away at him. Super Robot Wars. It's the damn Infinity War of fucking mechs. Just take everyone from every franchise, throw them in the game, see what happens. I love the idea, but with not really knowing all the different franchises that are thrown into it, it's all kind of meaningless to me. It's more or less how I feel about Infinity War, too. My personal version of like Infinity War or Super Robot Wars would basically be reboot 3 Extreme and just like, oh, it's Dave Mirra and it's Tony Hawk and it's Shaun White and it's those Japanese rollerblading brothers. Just throw all the action sports stars into one big game. Oh, cool, my turn. Let's capture another ship. Godzilla's theme is probably in the public domain. Godzilla is some old stuff. But I guess if you're licensing Gundam, you'd be able to license the Gundam music. But Q-Bear, if you're admitting to having seen Ready Player One, I don't think I'm ever going to let you live that down. You got paid to see it? It's still not worth it. Well, so you say real money, but it's Canadian money, so... Rodunike. Is that going to be enough? Nice. Nice. He did it. We actually got some points for occupying a thing. Ugh. Capture list. You can keep it, sell it. Let's keep it. Why not? So let's look at it. Okay. Scores of B's and D's. Oh, he's not very good, I don't think. But we're gonna keep him. Hey, cool. And let's get a character here. We'll name him. Oh, wait, there. Whoops. There is an English alphabet, but the one amount of Japanese I still know is the Japanese alphabet. And because of all your help, we're gonna name him Dora Gen. And then we'll put the GD in the English alphabet. Whoops. There's also a little bit of the Greek alphabet, apparently. it is. I mean, it is obviously robot names. Yeah, you know, you'd be like, oh, it's the Alpha unit. It's the Zeta unit. Factory. It's for when you want to taste a gyro. Oh, you have to scout all of them before you can leave the menu? Let's scout all of them. Save, yes. We do want to save. Because this took a lot longer than I anticipated. I didn't mean to stream for this long tonight. So we've saved, and I hate to do this, especially when there's, oh wait, we're going to watch this first. Oh, is there anything to actually watch here? There's some voice acting. I was indeed able to skip this. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put a save state here. Talking about the V Project and Char's plan to attack Side 7. Try and see what the Federation is doing there. We'll try to remember that for next time I do this, but I really didn't think this game would last this long, and that it would be a multiple night game, but I've really got to call it for tonight. Thank you very much, Dragon GD, for all the information about this game. I feel like I probably would have gotten a game over on that first match if it wasn't for you. I'll be continuing this game, probably not tomorrow night because I have a thing, but almost every night at midnight central I'm doing this. Different games, but when I'm on one game I stay on that game till it's over, so there'll be more of this. Thank you everyone for checking this out, and have a good night.